Tonight on the Ninja Turtles show, we are talking about the Ninja Turtles in a world of warships. We are talking about a Last Ronin fan film, and of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Fortnite creative. So it should be a fun show. Type a T in the chat if you like the Ninja Turtles. Slash the like button. Hold on to your shell. Go Ninja! Go Ninja! Go! Go! Welcome to my Ninja Turtles channel. It's 9 p.m. in the Big Apple, and this is the Ninja Turtles show. How the shell are you? Your weekly live stream every Turtle Tuesday covering Ninja Turtles news, toys, cartoons, movies, video games, whatever the shell we want. Thank you all for joining me. How's it going out there, everybody? I hope you all are celebrating another Turtle Tuesday. I just checked the weather. It looks like it's going to be Ninja Turtles all week. A chance of pizza all week long, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm happy all of you have joined me here today for another installment of the Ninja Turtles show. Happy Turtle Tuesday, everybody. What's going on? Hope you all had a great week. It's good to be back again. It's good to see you guys. I think I might have a little too much going on the screen right now. I let my ADD run wild, and it's a little too visually stimulating, honestly. But thank you all for joining me. Well, it looks like it's working at least. S13, Misa Ori, they call me Casey, Do Straighten, Tato Ruzu, JR24. What's going on? Stephen Murphy. How's it going, everybody? Misa Ori. Hello, hello. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all had a good week and a safe week. It's good to see you all back in chat again. It's October. It's a spooky season, so I figured I'd try some spooky visual effects. I don't know. Is this spooky looking? I don't know. How's it going, S13, TMNT station? What is going on? It should be a fun little show tonight. Make sure to slash the like button, of course. Do a weekly Turtle Tuesday live stream every Turtle Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I do videos throughout the week as well, so make sure to check those out. Last week, I did an interview with a guy, an executive director of a TMNT gallery at a museum, the TMNT Gallery in Dover, New Hampshire, where the Turtles were created. And I thought this interview went well. Sometimes doing an interview is tough, but the museum, first of all, the museum seems cool. By the way, just the museum seems cool, and I would like to go there eventually. It's in Dover, New Hampshire, where the Turtles were created. And the guy that I spoke with, Jonathan Nichols, the executive director of the museum, he was nice as well. He was cool too. Had a little bit of audio problems. That was, I think, on my end. That was definitely on my end. Audio problems at the beginning. Can't win them all, you know? But that's how it goes sometimes. So you got to push through it. The audio problems resolved quickly. So check that interview out if you haven't yet. I thought it might have been my best interview so far. I think maybe it was in the morning, so I didn't get to promote it that much, but I was fresh. I felt energized in the morning, so maybe I got to do my whole show in the morning instead of doing it at 9 p.m. I'm tired at the end of the day. I've already gone through all the troubles and trials of the day, and I'm beat up. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, I'm fresh. You guys should see me at sunrise. Glorious. But the guy was nice, the executive director of the museum, nice and funny too. I think it was my best interview, and he was a big part of that. He was very charismatic. And I'm going to have to visit one day, and I'm going to have to change my voice. He might recognize my voice if I go to the museum. And I'd really like this museum to become a big destination attraction. I think the TMNT gallery at this museum, the Woodman Museum in Dover, New Hampshire, has a lot of potential. And I'd like to see something big, like an attraction, like a theme park, a Ninja Turtles amusement park or something. Some sort of destination kind of thing. But we'll see how that goes. I'm wishing them the best of luck. And hats off to everyone at the Woodman Museum for the wonderful work you've done so far. So that was my video last week, and I'm going to have another video coming out later this week. Not sure if it's going to be about the Tales of the TMNT TV show or the TMNT Black Coded. So we'll see. I'm working on two videos kind of at once, and I've been a little bit lazy the past week. What can I say? I was horsing around with this visualizer thing. Looks kind of cool, huh? But next thing I wanted to get to, another thing we spoke about last week, we've been speaking about recently. So thank you, Misori. That interview was so pleasant and it made my day. Oh, that's good to hear. And hopefully it was at a more reasonable time for you. You're in a different time zone. You're much further east than I am, aren't you? So, different time zone. Isn't it like the middle of the night for you right now? Is this a late night show for you? A zany late night show? But last week we talked about the TMNT documentary after we talked about the museum. The birthplace of the Ninja Turtles is the name of their exhibit, by the way. Hey, Squishy Cannon. Hey, Cat Yellow Ranger. What is going on? So we talked about the TMNT Kickstarter last week, and they are over. They're already over $140,000, 553 backers. Less than 2 weeks to go for the TMNT documentary Kickstarter, and they introduced some new versions of the toys they're offering. Originally, they offered these like slimmer, modern, more realistically shaped versions of Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, the two co-creators of the Ninja Turtles, of course. The two guys, the two co-creators, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, kind of a modern, realistic, anatomically correct look. Peter's got those nice calf-high dad socks going on. And they recently, over the past week or so, they introduced a new, like more classic-looking Playmates style, like the retro toy, kind of chunkier, cartoonier, more stout-looking, a little bit bigger arms and stuff too. Not realistic-looking, but in the same style of the classic Ninja Turtles figures, like the early 80s and 90s ones. So they have a new style of Peter Laird. He looks good with those glasses. I'm not sure if they're going to be removable, but this different style. So they're going to be offering both styles. They're going to offer the standard, the original modern style, and also this retro style. So they're going to have modern and retro, style A and style B. So the options just keep rolling in for this Kickstarter. They're offering like hundreds of things. It's a book, it's a documentary, it's action figures. And the Kevin Eastman one looks good too. There's a lot of little like Easter egg kind of things. He has a Casey Jones mask. He's going to have a Scat magazine in his pocket. There's little turtles. Peter Laird was stepping on a pizza slice. So they're very expensive though. That's the thing I've noticed. That's the complaint I've seen. And I got to say, they have like 400 choices at this point. You can get the toys, retro or modern. They can be painted or unpainted. They can be signed or unsigned. So there's like, whatever that is, like 18 different choices just for the toys alone. Plus you can get a book and it's 200 pages. It's 400 pages. So they just have a lot going on. And here you can see Isaac, one of the guys behind the documentary, one of the guys from Definitive Films, Isaac. He's been on the channel before a couple times. Very nice guy. He's holding up the two Peter Laird figures so you can see the size difference. The figure on the right is the retro original, like 80s style, and then the one on the left is the modern style with the thinner legs and stuff. And look at all three of these guys are bald. Three bald guys. Looking good. Two little bald Peter Lairds, and then I bet he's happy getting this bald representation in an action figure. I can't even name another bald action figure. And this is going to be the first Peter Laird toy, so bald guys, sticking together, good for them. I'm rooting for them, Maybe one day I'm going to be a bald guy. I don't know. And I would like to stick around until I go bald. Maybe I keep my hair. I don't know. But maybe I'll pick up one of these action figures and it can be like a little version of me if I go bald. I get him a little toupee or something. But three bald guys, strong and bald, and a lot of choices, though. I'm confused. There are so many choices with the toys and the book and the different levels for the Blu-ray. And you can watch a screener or you can watch it... You could watch it digitally. You can get the physical. Oh, Spawn is bald. I didn't know Spawn was bald. Professor X, obvious. I should have thought about Professor X. Lex Luthor. Oh, you guys are proving me wrong. What are you guys? You guys work for some bald organization? Are you guys in Hair Club for Men? What is this? You had all these ready to go bald superhero guys, bald action figures. Tatsu. Oh my gosh, it doesn't end. Shouldn't have opened my bald mouth. Look at that. Foolish. But moving right along, I was totally wrong. Apparently there are tons of bald... And Krang, yeah, he doesn't have hair. He's an alien, though. That doesn't count. But there are so many choices for this Kickstarter. It's overwhelming. I'm confused, honestly. I don't know what to purchase. I don't know how much money to spend. There are like hundreds of different choices. I'm overwhelmed. It's like almost confused me out of a purchase. I'm totaling things up and I'm getting like $600. I'm going to spend $300. I'm thinking I want to just watch a movie. I'm going to spend $800. I'm going to spend $270 plus I don't know what shipping is going to be. It's from Canada. And I don't know if it's just project creep. Like the project is just kind of getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They're doing toys and books and a documentary. I took this quick little video of all the choices. I just kind of scrolled through all the different choices and all the different add-ons, and like there's hundreds of different combinations. And it's like a little bit overwhelming. I don't know. It's cool that they're offering so much, but it is an awful lot of stuff. I don't know. All these choices, it was overwhelming me. So it's cool that they're offering a lot, but I wanted the modern ones. Now I want the retro. Some people are getting both. It's a lot of money, so it's a little bit confusing too. So I'm rooting for these guys, and they've got 13 days to go. I'm gonna hopefully get Isaac back on the channel at some point in the near future, in the next 13 days, maybe next week. Who knows? It ends on the 14th. So what day is that? What day is the 14th? Oh, that's a Monday. Yeah, it'd have to be next week on the 8th. Who knows? But pretty cool. 140 grand they've raised, 553 backers. And while we're talking about Kickstarters, I don't have any pictures tonight, but I saw Andy Suriano from Rise of the TMNT is opening up a Kickstarter soon. One of the showrunners from Rise of the TMNT. I'll talk about that and maybe next week or something. Maybe I might try to get Andy Suriano on the show. I'll offer to promote his Kickstarter. I'd like to. And I also saw one of the concept designers, one of the concept artists from the 2014 TMNT movie has a Kickstarter coming up soon for a children's book he wrote. So I'd like to get him on the channel as well, talk about his current Kickstarter and his previous work on the Turtles. I like to chat with these guys, like to chat about what's been going on. And while we're talking about Kickstarters, I wanted to mention one more Kickstarter, Unmatched Adventures. Any gamers, tabletop adventures out there, tabletop gamers out there? So this is another Kickstarter, 2,700 backers and almost 400 grand, 20 days to go. So a bigger project, more backers, more money raised from a more established company, from a more established group, putting out these tabletop games. Put out a lot, and they had a real like pared down menu. I saw their menu for this was simple. This is like a tabletop game. You roll dice, or you have little like characters and stuff, and you go around on a board. I guess it's 9+, 1 to 4 players, so you can play by yourself, and it takes 20 to 60 minutes. So it's like kind of a typical board game. It's nothing crazy like I don't know if like D&D or any of these like Risk tabletop games. They could take like 3 days or something if you get into it. You play Monopoly like for a whole weekend or something. This says 20 to 60 minutes, so you get through it. And all the little miniatures. S13 likes painting miniatures. That's kind of fun. I've always wanted to get into painting or something, but don't have any talent there. So it's an uphill battle. It's a little frustrating, but they've got all the characters paired up. Mikey and April, Raphael and Casey Jones, Leonardo and Splinter, Donatello and Metalhead. And it looks pretty good. It's got a simplified menu. There's just 2 tiers. I think there's like an $80 tier and a $220 tier. And some add-ons and stuff as well, but they're pros at doing this. It's a real like good-looking game. I'm not into these kind of games with the cards and the different figures and stuff, but it looks like Shredder, Krang, Leatherhead, Rat King, bunch of other characters are involved as well. Bebop and Rocksteady, Baxter, Stockman, and Wingnut. So if you're a tabletop gamer, I just wanted to pass this along. 20 days left in their Kickstarter. And just a few tiers, $80 tier or $225. Those are your 2 choices. And then there's a bunch of add-ons and stuff as well that you can choose to get or not, like table mats and cases and all sorts of stuff for all the figures and all that stuff. It's tough. How many choice? You want to give a lot of choices, but not too many. It's like sometimes that you go to a restaurant, you can only order stuff like a la carte. Sometimes I want a combo. I just want to order, put it together for me. Give me the side with the main thing. Give me a combo. I don't know. Sometimes a menu can be overwhelming when there are too many choices. A menu, it seems counterintuitive. A menu should limit your choices. A menu shouldn't give you choices. Like, they shouldn't just list all the ingredients and just make it for me. However you do it is fine. Let's just go for it. But, so that is the Unmatched Adventures Kickstarter. Good for them. 20 days left. I don't know about this stuff, but if this is your thing, check it out. Pretty cool. 20 days left to go. And they're in Florida, so hopefully they're doing okay. Hopefully all of you are doing okay out there as well. So just wanted to throw that out there. Next thing I wanted to mention, a fan film, a Last Ronin fan film. Look at this. It's a close-up of the Last Ronin, a close-up on his grill. Looks like he's just got out of the dentist. Good-looking teeth. Little yellow. He's in the sewer. They're not as bright as they could be, but that's okay. Looks good, though. The Last Ronin fan film came out recently, and we've spoken about this creator before, Lucas Kamak. I think he's from Poland. I don't know how to pronounce Kmak. Lucas Kamak. But We've spoken about him before, and he did this Last Ronin fan film. I think he posted a teaser a while back. Maybe we spoke about the teaser or something like that. TMNT versus Metalhead. It was a few months ago. I'm not sure if you remember. And it looks like he changed his channel name to Animation 3D Adult from Lucas K-Mac. So maybe Lucas K-Mac, Animation 3D Adult over on YouTube. It's a pretty nice fan film. It is a fan film, of course, but it has the right tone. It's edgy. It's kind of funny. It has like a little bit of a horror vibe, but at the same time, you're looking at the visuals right now. They're definitely not perfect. They're not like a feature film, of course. I think it was made pretty much by one guy. I think he had help with the backgrounds. He had a team originally, but then it just ended up being one person. The visuals aren't perfect, but they're very good. And it has a little bit of a slow start. The pacing's a little weird. There's no real ending either. It kind of ends on like a to be continued kind of thing, but it's fresh. It has the right feel. The guy has a vision, and it was fun and unique and interesting. I liked watching it. It's 3 minutes long or something like that. So check out TMNT, Last Ronin fan film. The guy had a vision, Things can be bad, like the visuals can kind of leave something to be desired. Metalhead looks pretty cool. Metalhead has like a tall, elongated look. Things can be bad. There can be issues if the vibe is right. If like it just feels fun and feels cool for a small team, pretty good for a small team. They call me Casey says. Yeah, it's nice. It's the vibe is right, even if the visuals aren't it's like a video game cutscene. It's not like the visuals are bad, but it's like a video game cutscene. Of course it's not like a theatrical presentation. It's a one guy. He doesn't have a $1 trillion budget. But the visuals look good. The action is right. It's fast paced. There's some good action in it, by the way. I was giving my little critiques, but there's some really good action. It's very fast paced once it gets moving, and has some good music, thumping music. It's exciting to watch. So it's a fan film, of course, but I highly recommend it. Metalhead looks good. All the textures look really good. The metal, it's shiny. It's kind of roughed up. It's pretty nice. Give the guy a lot of credit. And his team as well, who helped on the background. Gotta recommend it. Last Ronin fan film. Of course. Speedo Kagan, the Last Ronin fan film animation. He's the king, of course. That was wonderful. This is very good, though, and I look forward to many more fan films from these type of guys. They do good stuff. Animation 3D Adult. Lucas K-Mac. Check it out. TMNT, The Last Ronin. Full film 2024. Fan-made short CGI. Blah, blah, blah. He threw everything in the title. Sometimes you got to throw it all in the title. But check it out. Highly recommend it. Good job. Hats off. I gave him a tweet. So... He didn't like the tweet, by the way. I gave the guy a tweet. He didn't like it, follow me back or anything. I don't know. Maybe that's Polish etiquette. I don't know. But I'm wishing the best for the guy. So speaking of video game cutscenes, speaking of video game style graphics, like this wonderful Last Ronin, fresh from the dentist, video game graphics, cutscenes. There's some pretty cool cutscenes in the Ninja Turtles World of Warships mashup. Any fans out there of World of Warships? It's an MMO. It's like a vehicular combat game, like a third-person shooter. You drive around in a bunch of boats in the ocean. You go around shooting each other in boats, and they're teaming up with the Ninja Turtles. And I'm not familiar with this game, but it seems kind of cool. I like these like wartime kind of strategy, vehicle combat games. Cruising around. I like cruising around in a ship, cruising in a car. But it's a free game. It's a freemium, whatever they call it, where the game is free, but they're going to charge you a lot for extra stuff if you want it to be fun, or you just have to grind for hours otherwise. So they're introducing all the turtles: Shredder, Krang. There's villains. There's good guys. I don't know if they're skins or if they're like new boats or like new vehicles altogether. Like if they have new features and like new abilities, or if they're just skins. I don't know how the game works. And they're sold in like these gold coins, 52,000 gold coin, 41,000 gold coin. I didn't figure out the conversion rate. Just tell me how much it is. I saw people that complaining that it was expensive. All the people in the World of Warships community were complaining that it's expensive, taking their doubloons, taking their gold coins away. But Shredder, Krang, and of course it has like the vintage 80s look, the original cartoon series, the most recognizable version of the Turtles. They should lean into that. They should just do a modern version with that look or something, with this Shredder and Krang, and just make it like a little more mature or something. Make it a little more adult. They should just lean into that instead of constantly trying to reinvent themselves. But the ships look cool. They have all these little details, Things are green, things have bricks, there's little things made of pizza, all these classic references and stuff like that. There's a blimp, a turtle blimp, pizza, it's exactly what you would want it to be. It looks like they went through and just designed the ship and added every little thing that they wanted to and just had fun with it. And I think that's best for a video game crossover, Turtles, World of Warships. And the ship looks pretty cool. These are big ships too. It's not like little, boats or something, little speedboats. It's like big naval ships, and there's like big artillery, and I don't know where the wars take place, the combat, if it's like in the middle of the ocean or what, but seems like a cool game. So they have the good guy ship and also the bad guy ship. The Napoli, and also the Schleifen. I don't know how to pronounce these things. But they have like the old school foot logo from the 80s, and they also have the 2003 foot logo. So they're picking a little bit from everything. They're doing all the, best of both worlds, best of all worlds. And it's a little tough to see, but towards the center there, you can see Bebop and Rocksteady styled steam towers. Whatever those are called. Steam towers? I'm not sure what those are called in boat language. Steam towers, like a chimney, steam chimney. I don't know what they're called for boats. Maybe it's a cold chimney. I don't know how these boats work either. I'm sure all the boat autism people out there would love to tell me exactly how these boats run and, cubic centimeters of the engine and all that. But I'm like, I don't know. So Bebop and Rocksteady, smoke towers, looking pretty cool. A lot of cool little details. Not sure on the prices though. I tried converting. I got distracted, honestly. They have a whole bunch of stuff. Ships, characters, containers. I don't know what this stuff is. World of Warships, free game. Pay a little bit extra for the Turtles if that's your thing. Check it out. Who knows? Maybe naval games. What if naval games became all the rage? People just love playing naval games. Oh, boating. What if boating, nautical stuff became really cool? Radical nautical stuff with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and World of Warships. People started dressing like sailors, wearing those like white pants with the little white hat and stuff, dressing like they're in the Navy. It became just like cool fashion. Well, maybe that's your thing, World of Warships, and maybe you prefer a different kind of combat. Maybe you prefer a more hand-to-hand, tactical, gun combat. Maybe you're a Fortnite fan. You like running around, building and shooting. You like guns. Well, the Ninja Turtles have come to Fortnite Creative. They're there already today. Launched today. I think it was announced yesterday. There's already been some Ninja Turtle skins in Fortnite, but now they're at Fortnite Creative. So again, I'm not too familiar with Fortnite Creative, but you can like build maps, build levels. You can build your own island. Your own TMNT island are available. And they have a lot of cool stuff. There's like prefabricated like New York cityscape kind of stuff where you can just add pre-made buildings. I love how every building in the Ninja Turtles has a water tower on it. Every building. And does every building in New York have a water tower on it? Is that how they're still getting their water in New York? From a water tower on top of a building? And how do they get the water to the top of the building, by the way? I've never understood it. I've never been able to figure that out. But maybe that's how they do it in New York, or how they did it in the 1800s or something when it was first created. But it looks cool, nonetheless. Water tower on every building. You'd think they leak or crash in or fall in at a certain point, just cave the whole roof in. It's got to be heavy. I don't get it. How strong are these roofs? But cool pre-made buildings, and you could build your whole cityscape. You build a whole TMNT island in Fortnite Creative if you're a creator. And I don't know how Fortnite Creative works. I think you have to sign some sort of like, you have to be, I don't know if like the UEFN. I'm not sure if you have to sign like an agreement. I know they had this for Lego as well, where you sign an agreement to like share profits. Like you create these things and you can publish them and you have to share profits or something. So I don't know if you have to have like a special creator account, or if anybody can make them, or if just like any Fortnite player can make your own map, or if you have to have like a special creator thing. I don't know how that works, but the little examples I saw looked cool. There's a lot of little details that you can add in. You build your own city. Pretty nice. When Steven drove through Manhattan, they still have them on top of buildings. Yeah, I guess they're just hanging in there with that water tower. What do they use? An aqueduct? Are they using some, an old Roman canal to get the water up there as well? Are they doing it all by hand, churning butter? Or is it some kind of like Williamsburg, hipster, Brooklyn thing where they do everything in a vintage way? I only get my water from the well. But the little add-ins look cool, all the little pieces and components. There's a ton of little things you can add in. Little arcades, stuff from their dojo, fans, the portal generator, like Foot Clan stuff, the half pipe, pizza, rugs, all sorts of Ninja Turtles themed stuff. They it looks like they thought of everything. There's like literally hundreds of little accessories. The Slash and Cash Dojo, Slash for Cash Dojo, Stockman Co. There's a bunch of bunny stuff as well. I don't know if that's like an Usagi reference. And it's actual like furniture and rugs from the TV shows. Hey, Do Straight, and hey, David To Draw. So pretty nice stuff from Fortnite Creative. Any Fortnite players out there? Authentic TMNT props to fill your world. I saw a lot of Fortnite people were, oh, I'm playing, they were excited about it. I saw Fortnite people were happy. It's cool. You build your own island, build your own level. And that's not all. They thought of everything. I think this is really cool that they partnered up with the TMNT for this. It's a lot. This is like a big, a lot of people play Fortnite, and this is a big event. There was just like an update today with a bunch of new stuff. Hey, Fire King 762, you'll play it? Nice. There's devices like that hot air balloon thing is TMNT themed. All sorts of stuff. The Ninja Turtles can ride on like a hoverboard, like a sewer board kind of thing. I saw it's like a wakeboard, a snowboard, but they're riding in the sewer. So I thought that's cool. I don't know if that's going to be like a portion of the game. So it's a lot more than just skins. It's like an entire separate game in the game. It's like an entire game that they've created in the game where you can be a Ninja Turtle and skateboard around or surf around or whatever it is. And there's a few different versions as well, in addition to all that stuff. But wait, that's not all. In addition to everything I just yapped about, that's not all. There's like a few different playing modes. There's this video game mode, like an old school arcade video game mode you can see here. And in addition to having like guns and stuff like usual in Fortnite, you just have like your typical martial artist weapons. Like you have your katana, your sword, your nunchucks, your sai, your bow staff. So there's like hand-to-hand combat as well. In addition to the gun stuff. I don't know if the guns are available. I only glanced at the video. I didn't have a lot of time, and I'm not the biggest Fortnite guy, so looks pretty cool. Whether it's guns or the typical martial arts weapons, it's cool with me. So they did this arcade version, and then there's like a nighttime version, and then they also did this like retro black and white like CRT TV version. So there's also like different filters. You could play this arcade style, then I don't know if it's like regular night mode, like this is just regular, and then the black and white. So they got a black and white version. It's nice that they put the black and white like retro filter on it. Kind of looks like the old comic books. Everyone does the black and white now. I saw there's like there's a trend recently of black and white toys. And I was thinking about these black and white toys, and I was thinking that's a little, they always come out as like a second, it's a reprint, it's not the first version of the toy. They're just kind of double dipping. They're selling the same mold again, except they just make it in black and white. I always feel it's just like a cash grab. It always feels like something they add after the fact. They look cool, but this black and white filter is cool too. But again, it just seems like they just take out all the colors and they're like, oh, it's new, it's different. It's just black and white. You kind of just took out all the colors, but looks nice, look retro. I was thinking, what kind of cheap, creatively bankrupt person would create a black and white version of what they regularly do? And I thought I did the same thing. So who am I to judge? I got the black and white scene here as well. I'm black and white as well. It was fun to take the color out and do a black and white version. I did it too, so who am I to judge them? But they've got the black and white scene. It looks good. Hats off to Fortnite Creative. Hats off to Fortnite teaming up with the Ninja Turtles, crossing over. Fortnite, Ninja Turtles. Fortnite Creative, all you Fortnite creators out there, suit up, buckle up, get ready to parachute into the island. Play a little Fortnite with the Ninja Turtles. And I saw the hand-to-hand combat. You can it's not just the shooting. Like you're, I saw a quick clip in the teaser they released that you're running around, punching each other, hitting each other with the nunchucks. It's more hand-to-hand. And I saw a bunch of other characters as well, in addition to the Turtles. So they've got a lot going on in Fortnite Creative, and good guys, bad guys, foot soldiers, Shredder, whatever you want. I saw April. I don't like the version of Fortnite April. She looks like a very young, boyish version of April. It's a very strange design they made. I don't want her to be like the va-va-voom April, but very boyish. I don't know. Sometimes in video games they make these strange choices for character design, but that's the way it goes. So it's bittersweet. You get Fortnite Creative Ninja Turtles crossover, but you don't. The version of April looks a little bit weird. Life at best is bittersweet. You get a cool video game crossover, but one character you got a little critique of. And it's bittersweet. Life at best is bittersweet. And just like that, the show is over as well. And that's bittersweet too. I hope you guys had fun hanging out. Now it's time for tea time. We can just relax for a few minutes and unwind. Wrapping up the show. That's the end of the show. Real game-centered show tonight. We got the Unmatched Adventures, World of Warships, and Fortnite. So 3 games. Whatever you want. Tabletop gaming or video games. Whatever you want. The turtles have it. Now it's tea time. Let's get a teacup on the table. Hot cup of tea. Crack open my window. We can just cool off for a second. All that hot air. Me yapping. A bunch of hot air. And I have to let out the hot air. On this beautiful New York night. Look at that beautiful cityscape. Teacups in the chat. Teacups. T for turtles. T for turtles if you like the Ninja Turtles, and a T for thank you from me to you. A cup of tea and the letter T as well for thank you. TMNT Station. I'm not sure about all the cross promotion with the TMNT. Yeah, I actually tweeted about that earlier today. I said we are probably at peak 40th anniversary oversaturation of products and crossovers and Naruto and World of Warships and Fortnite and Street Fighter. It's a little much. It's I don't know if it, I don't want to be like arrogant or pretentious. Oh, it cheapens the brand. It's just an awful lot. They're just they're casting a wide net. And I can't help but think that when you cast such a wide net, the quality has to suffer. I don't know. It's just they're throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. So cool for us as Ninja Turtle fans. But it'd be cooler if they just did one thing that was like, you know, if they released like $1 billion movie that everyone saw. I'd prefer that other than like 1,500 niche things, you know. We've got butterfly nets. Wow. We got Lush bath bombs. Okay. We've got insoles for your sneakers. Dr. Scholl's TMNT insoles. Can we just get $1 billion movie that everyone sees? Can we just get something big and powerful? I don't know. They don't have insoles, by the way, or some of those things I made up, but feels like a forced Turtle Mania. And I'm happy it's the 40th anniversary. They're getting the word out there. I'm happy about all that. But, you know, I was at Lush looking for TMNT stuff. I don't know. It's cool. Feels like a forced Turtle Mania. Do you think the TMNT is going the same route when Disney acquired Star Wars? I think there is a little bit of that going on. I don't think there's none of that going on where they're kind of trying a bunch of whole new stuff and some of it's working and some isn't. And some of it's a little more ideologically tilted than I'd prefer. It seems like, you know, Disney Star Wars has their kind of agenda, if you will. And it's pretty much the same thing with Paramount and Nickelodeon. They clearly have an agenda as well. From the top down, I tweeted about it the other day that the CEO of Paramount and Nickelodeon, Brian Robbins, is a political guy. He retweets political stuff all the time. And you can't help but see it reflected in the choices they make and the partnerships they make, the people they choose. You know, the IDW publishing for the comic books clearly has a political angle. Seth Rogen for the movies, the TV shows has the political angle. So I just feel like that stuff kind of trickles down. And I don't know. It's cool they're trying new stuff. I wish they tried more stuff. I wish they did like an Andor kind of show for the Turtles, like a drama. A drama would be cool for the Turtles. I would like that. But I'd like to see them just try new stuff and build the world. Like I tweeted the other day. I'm talking about a bunch of tweets I've made recently. What is up with that? I watched The Penguin, the first couple episodes of that show, The Penguin, from the Batman show, and it's like a total dark drama. It's like the movie Joker. Joker was dark. It was this very reimagined version of Joker and Batman, and same with The Penguin show. It's like The Sopranos with Batman villains. You know, it's cool. I would like to see something like that for the Ninja Turtles as well. But instead we got Tales of the TMNT. We got a cheap cartoon. We got a cheap, lowbrow, kids slop cartoon. It's frustrating to not get something with like an artistic merit. Or, I don't know. Not Tales of the TMNT has artistic merit, but I want to see like a total drama, like Emmy winner, something kind of classy. I don't know. It hasn't been anything classy. I don't know. Do you think Donnie is a coffee person? Maybe. Mikey would drink soda. I think so. Leo drinks green tea. Possibly. Yeah, and I played, speaking of video games, the update for Shredder's Revenge is pretty fun. I played Mondo, and Mona Lisa. Maybe I'll check that out. So maybe we'll play that a little bit more. So check it out. A lot of video games. Shredder's Revenge, World of Warships, Fortnite. The Mutants Unleashed game is coming soon. The tabletop game. Last Ronin fan film. We talked about it all tonight. We talked about it all. And we did it all together in the sewer. Together in the sewer. A bunch of Ninja Turtles fans hanging out. Thank you all for joining me. Do Straighten, Stephen Murphy, Misa Ori, JR24, Fire King, 762, S13. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Tato Ruzu, Stephen Murphy, TMNT Station, DJ Mod. Thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. Hope you all had a nice night. Daniel, thank you for joining me. Do Straighten, thank you for joining me. Hope you all are safe out there. Stay safe. Hope you had a good week. Check out my video later this week. Slash the like button too, by the way. Can you guys all hit the like button right now? Slash the like button. Subscribe if you don't already. Leave a comment. Shout out to the replay gang and all the lurkers. Thank you all for joining me. And of course, everybody in the live chat. David Two Draw. They call me Casey. S13. Another Turtle Tuesday. Another notch on the old belt, Aruni. We did it all. We've done it all. And I've said it all. Perhaps I've said too much. Just one thing left to say. Cowabunga! Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and share this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Ninja Turtles videos like this.